Okay, so tell me about your product.
Yeah, so this is our FIDO security key.
Yep.
It's got a lot of the same technology that you'll find with our competitors. We've got FIDO 2 applet, it's got a PIV applet, it's got the OTP applet on board. We've got a couple of different models. We've got the USB Type A, we've got USB Type C. Both have NFC on them. We have a standard version that's, I can tell you about that a little bit. The NFC Plus, you have the ability to log into a standalone Windows instance. So if you're
How? What's behind the scenes that's actually happening to make that happen?
Essentially you're
Are
adding
you taking
a
over the
command
Gina
response
from the beginning, or?
Yeah, so similar to the way that if you implement a security key, or if you use Windows Hello or something along that line,
Yeah.
this is in place of that.
Okay.
So you register the key. We've got a little application that you just
Mobile app?
It's pretty simple. It's not a mobile app. It's just for Windows desktop.
Okay.
So an admin can do it, or you can do it on a standard profile, user profile. Pops up. It's very simple. It says connect the key, and then you can check a box to enable that key for authenticator for your local account.
Okay.
And so the next time you reboot or when you log in, it's going to enforce having the key there. So you'll put in your username and password, but if that key's not present,
Yeah.
then you can't log in.
I have probably a dozen YubiKeys. I could care less of the brand name on there, so tell me why I want yours as opposed to YubiKey.
So like I said, similar technology. We've been doing manufacturing for decades, and that kind of sets us apart. We've got all of the key pieces in place.
Mm-hmm.
We don't run out of keys. We're able. Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? It's not intended to be a jab. It's just we've been set up with our card readers and whatnot to be able to manufacture at a high volume, and we can fill large
it's
orders.
not just these. You have a whole wall of stuff.
Yeah. So we've got a whole logical access series. So we've got contact readers, we've got contactless readers, we've got boards for integrations and OEM solutions, and everything, kiosks, bus terminals, you name it. You can use one of our boards. We've got antennas, and now we've got the FIDO keys.
Very cool.
Also, we're able to be very price competitive.
Okay, that's a big key thing.
It is.
YubiKeys are expensive as shit. Let me tell you this: one of my old clients was New York City Cyber Command, where we put in a PAM solution across every single agency throughout all of New York City, and they use YubiKeys everywhere for everything because that's what they did.
Yeah.
Because of the price of YubiKey, they said each agency only gets like 2.
Yeah.
And they had to apply to get more. And it was just like, that's crazy. So like something like that would be a huge advantage because you could go in and be like, hey, you can literally just swap this out because that software you're using doesn't care of the name on the thing.
Yeah.
We can save you a ton of money here. And those dudes are stingy as hell. You should call them.
Yeah, I mean, especially if somebody's looking at volume, FIDO should be
government, all of it.
FIDO should be something that everybody uses. I mean, it's great. I've given them to my family members because I've had aunts and uncles and parents that.
So for like your mom, I always call it the mom test. So why would a FIDO key be better than just using like some OTP app on my phone or some like Google Authenticator or whatever?
Less friction, I guess. With a FIDO key, and the instance I give is that I've had friends and family members who mysteriously have a new Facebook account and they don't know what happened. If they had registered a FIDO key and authenticated with the FIDO key to their Facebook account or their Instagram or their email or whatever, they wouldn't. It's unphishable, so they wouldn't be getting those ghost accounts. They wouldn't be hacked. So I give them to my parents, and they know how to use them.
I lose my key, or my dog eats it. What do I do to get back into my stuff?
So currently a lot of the big web apps like Google and Facebook, they have a way that you can get in. It can be a little cumbersome, but if, let's say you've set it up with your Google account, they'll have some fallback options like your phone number. It'll text you an OTP or send you a message, whatever.
So like if I have like large enterprise single sign-on solution and like this is going to be my form of MFA and every one of my employees gets it and it's just at their like, what would you say are the best practices that they should follow to ensure like the utmost level of security? Like I was like, don't leave it in overnight, just sitting there at your desk the whole time. You know?
Yeah, always have it on you. The number one thing that we recommend is have a backup. And at our price point, it's possible to do that. Also, if you're in an enterprise situation, if you give the keys out to all of your employees, they can self-register. But you could also have it set up where an admin has the master key, so that not everybody has to have that backup key, and they just bring their device or.
Do you know anyone using these for physical access, like basically like a badge, just to get in and out? But because like a badge, like an RFID badge, which you have readers for, I can clone those with my flipper in a second.
Yeah.
And I can be you. So like how? But this, I can't clone that with my flipper. So have you tried doing that route?
We've done a little in-house testing. So Identiv also has physical access. We've got tags and transponders, all of pretty much everything that you kind of under this umbrella. So on the physical access side, we have taken one of our keys and used the UID to set it up for physical access, and it works. But we're looking at a more refined process, something that would be, I guess, more user-friendly, more marketable for groups that are wanting to use this for physical access.
So if people want to get a hold of you, what do they got to do?
So Identiv.com, IDENTIV.com, or they can, really hitting our site is the best.
Yeah.
Check us out on social media, on LinkedIn. We're all over.
Cool, man. Awesome. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, thanks for coming by.
Yeah.